Hello everyone, I'm Betty and welcome to my channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful summer. So a little quick pick back at July. It was somewhat quieter energetically, which we're all very thankful for, compared to the previous months where we had quite a few events going on. And even though we were still receiving multiple upgrades, it was a much easier transition. And now we're going to kick it up a notch with the Lionsgate in August. And the Lionsgate is a cosmic portal opening that happens annually. And this alignment connects the star Sirius, Orion's belt, the sun, and our Egyptian pyramids. And each year this gateway opens. It brings in new frequency and light codes for the year. And back in the day, the ancient Egyptians used to celebrate this as their new year because the Nile would flood at that time, bringing new life and abundant crops to them. So it was a very happy time, as you could imagine. This particular Stargate opens from the middle of July, so it's already opened, and it runs to the middle of August, with the peak being on August 8. Now, in numerology, the number 8 represents abundance, infinity, and golden opportunities. So on this day, if you're able to take advantage during this fertile time to bring your creations to life, take the time to manifest and, get outside and receive these beautiful energies that we will, it will, kind of last us throughout the year. So it'll integrate as we go along. And since 2012, our summers have increased in activity more than any other time. So we tend to really transform quickly during these summer months. And as we take on more light, we also need to make sure we have that downtime to adjust, which you've heard me say before. So please honor yourself and how you feel and relax accordingly for whatever that is for you. You might have also been aware that since July we had that 777 opening. The sun's frequency has also shifted once again and is noticeably brighter. And if you remember years back, our sun was always this beautiful golden color. And again, over the past decade, we have now seen the properties change into crystalline and plasma, making our sun brighter and wider. I'm sure you might have noticed, because it's very difficult to just, if you're driving especially, to just look at it, and you can feel the intensity, how it's changed. And this goes along with us continuing to destabilize. The earth is shifting radically, and in turn we feel the deconstruction not only on the outer but also the inner. And it is allowing us to feel if we're aligned or not. And the majority of people are really struggling with this right now, where they don't feel they're aligned or they're where they should be at this point. And I've also discussed this too in previous, but it's getting more and more intense, and anything that is not meant in our lives is going to drop off. Now you can come into awareness and allow it to happen easily, and you can resist it and you fight it, and it'll make it much more difficult, and you'll suffer through this if you do not recognize that it is time for you to move on. But this dropping away is for us to realize and to align with our true purpose or our mission. And this is by divine design. The training wheels have come off, And it's time to step into being the master of your life. This is the lifetime that you get to create whatever it is that you want. And you are the master of it, and no one else is above you, around you, that can change your life as you can. They wanted to talk a little bit about, and they're coming through as a collective, a little bit about, what it means to go through ascension, and cover lightly, what the phases are and what you're experiencing. So you kind of start out with the learning of self-awareness skills, truly understanding and knowing yourself, which includes loving all of you, knowing who you are and loving all of you, your mistakes, your mishaps, your not so pretty things in life, taking that all in and really just loving it all as a whole. And so you're not looking just at the light, but at the shadow part of you too. And you begin to look at and recognize the patterns that really need to be shifted and not repeated. You can continue to do that, but it's just a cycling. It's just a constant looping at that point. So this is when you start to recognize, why do I keep repeating the same pattern again? So as you grow personally and spiritually, you begin to understand unity consciousness, and that we are all connected. We are all one, and all is love. There is nothing but love compared to our external and what's going on. But you start to become in your awareness into all of this. And we are a fractal of Source in form, experiencing a story or a timeline, I should say, that we chose. So we have the ability to shift and change the story at any time. It is very similar to playing a video game where you choose the character that you wish to be and you play the game, and along the way you delete certain aspects that no longer apply and assimilate other traits that are desirable. And there is no lack or limitation. You're always coming from and living from a place of abundance, and your choices are infinite. And at this stage, you also recognize the labels that you have placed upon yourself and others. And you begin to shift out of that old identity, knowing you are more than just a label. And if you look in the outer world, there is a label for everything. And you're looking at it differently when you start to come into this realization that that's not who I am. I'm so much more. And it's so limiting to call or to say or to give anybody a label. And you start to begin to realize these self-imposed words to describe yourself now feel very old, very antiquated, and inadequate. You just can't describe the way that you're feeling because there are no words for it. And your perception of life changes. And there's absolutely no going back at this point. Once you realize and once you say, there's no going back to what we would consider a normal life. And then you move on to self-mastery, where you control your life and your manifestations within the present moment. And this is where you self-check every word, every thought, and every action, so as to align with our infinite self. You have lost the need to place unnecessary loads or burdens upon yourself. You recognize that no, this does not fit with me, and no, I'm not willing to go along with this, and no, that's not the path I'm going to take. And you no longer need to feel right. You don't have to be in the right or do things to make yourself feel worthy. Because you know without a doubt you are worthy. And once you truly understand that, everything flows with grace and ease. It is here you also fully understand that you create and write the storyline of your life and believe it into being. So just like that video game, you're able to create exactly what you want. Well, I want this in my life. I want that in my life. I desire this. And it comes with grace and ease. Now comes the time to pass what you have learned forward, to teach others to become the master of themselves. You live in what is called a walking meditation. You are self-realized. And as Ace Ventura said, if you remember him from the movie, I can't remember, Jim Carrey, I think it is. Yeah, Jim Carrey, when he played that part of Ace Ventura, it was like when he said, the one who has attained spiritual creaminess, which I find hysterical because that's pretty much what it feels like. It's just this wonderful place of creaminess that you cannot put into words or describe, but you are able to pass on those feelings to others. So again, you know at this point that your essence is just pure energy, and that everything is energy, and energy is love. And there is no effort needed. It is only vibration and how you shift your vibration to be whatever you want. And for some, attaining this spiritual creaminess, or what is called the rainbow body in Tibetan culture, it is simply when they reach a point where they have just attained this beautiful energy, is the best word I can say it. When they have attained this vibration, that is when they are simply able, if they choose, to walk out of life with little or no trace of their physical form left behind. And at this point, they simply vibrate at a high enough frequency to just walk out. All the masters were able to do this, whether they did or not, all unique, but they were able to do that if they chose. So of course, this is just a brief overview, and everyone's path is unique, and every contract is unique, and what did you sign up for? But we are all able to achieve this no matter where you are on your path. But there is a tendency, and they're kind of highlighting this for me, there is a tendency for humans, for us, to get caught up in the role playing, not realizing that this is not our true form, and we are just playing a character of our own choosing. But no matter where you are in your journey, it is never too late to begin to really love yourself. And that's what it's all about. To come and realize that love is the only game, and to remember who you are, which leads you to that heightened vibration. Which also brings up what Source showed me last week. They showed me a golden scroll, and within the golden scroll, it almost looked like a puzzle. And what happened was the one piece was too short. It was the last piece of the puzzle, but it was too short. So I was asking, what is this? And why is this too short? And that there is a gap there. Why is there a gap? And Source said, love is what fills the gap. Love is the puzzle piece, okay? So all that is needed in your life is to stay focused and concentrate on love in all situations. So if you're feeling like you're looking for that puzzle piece or something is missing, that gap, all you need to do is fill it with love, and the rest will take care of itself. There's nothing you need to do. You just need to fill it with love and let it be, and it will come. The answers will come. The shift will come. So they're asking, with what they've been speaking about, to make this your personal summer of love. And allow what is missing in you, or what you feel is missing in you, to be filled and healed with love. And they're asking that you really be, I'm trying to think of, get the word they're trying to give me. Be consistent and committed. Thank you. Consistent and committed to finding and filling the love within yourself, because you can magically transform once you get this. Thank you. So if you find yourself having difficulty or in need of guidance, because I'm seeing many clients at this time coming into new gifts and having difficulties. So if you find yourself in that place or in a situation that you really are in need of some guidance with, please know the divine and I are here for you, and we're here to help. But we cannot help if you do not ask. So you have to, again, commit yourself to finding out what it is that you need to help yourself through any particular situation. Okay, and with that, I have listed my website in the description box below. So if you are interested in more information or you would like to book a session, you just click on the link and it'll bring you right to my site. And I want to thank all of you for watching. It is very much appreciated. And if these messages resonate for you, please like, share, and subscribe, because it really helps those algorithms, because they keep changing them, and it's more difficult, especially in the spiritual community, to get messages out there for people. So thank you for that. And this month's light language transmission, I'm going to go ahead and activate the Lionsgate codes for you. So, we'll bring that through, and so you can receive those and be in love. Nia hushte a akura me aneasa arante enea puuka lachmachatea seayu narea yore pa aasa naka auria teasa yanua yasa ayakaretuye nieni dipiti atuta na aria tiasu yenieka aremia kurita asa bi akharatushta yana orosu yizemti chante oku apazane atute ane akurata ya akurate mi akirato suta oreatisi Akure tichante ama anuye. Tare aku usu utan. Lahapa uta ane. De biaktera tu su inya atu. Nare aku rama ane ako. Yahrane et pearo tu su itita ane kita asu uka ata. Aia karata piane tu yan tu fria tu yosorio osi tiante aka. Maria tu yasa. Yara te biako tuta a. Tu fiala tu yina braria nea tu yasata. Ya kuyane pa aku. Aro a te e su uriana. Na a yasuya. Yakutuya tasayina. Yaro tu yata yaku yane ya tu yasu. Nane ya piatyo choshateana. Arene amneni aroki atusu. Maria te ana ya kuya la atusa. Ariane ya pia urata. Na ya atu sa ameate. Boriate akane. Yare yana tu abiriane tu sa. Yaren yana aratu su ipi aturasa. Nakuerana. Brate ena. Sariania koran. Tiatusa nania. Thank you all and many blessings, and enjoy the Egyptian New Year and good reason to celebrate. Okay, so till next month, many blessings. Take care.